Perhaps no sport walks the razor's edge between success and disaster like free solo climbing.
Free soloing means no rope. It means just you and the rock. It's the ultimate, most pure form of rock climbing known to man.
Without a rope, there's nothing to stop a deadly fall, which makes free soloing the most dangerous way to climb.
There is a pretty strong mental dialogue and a pretty strong engagement with fear and risk.
There's no second chance on soloing. There's no safety net, there's nothing. If you fall down the face and you hit the ground and you die.
Given these high stakes, free soloists are a small, elite group. And at the forefront of this group, the boldest of the bold, stands one unlikely hero.
I'm Alex Honnold. I've been climbing maybe 12 years.
There are very few climbers in the pantheon of high-level free soloing.
Probably like 0.001% of climbers even try to free solo.
And several of these top soloists have been killed by the sport. Now, today's greatest free soloist is going on a high-stakes mission to take free soloing to a new level by conquering truly massive walls without a rope.
The distinctive thing about what I'm doing is that I'm soloing big walls.
Soloing, when people do it, it's usually on a really small scale, 80, 100 feet, 200 feet. So to do it on a 2,000-foot scale is really unprecedented.
Alex's first stop on his quest for big wall free soloing is Utah, home to the unique and stunning landscape of the Sandstone Desert. Of the desert's many proud rock formations, perhaps none is more revered by climbers than the 1,000-foot Moonlight Buttress. It would be Alex Honnold's greatest free solo yet.
To be able to just ignore that 1,000 feet of air below you and be able to still perform and focus, no one else out there can really do that the way that he can. He's such a world-class athlete. It's up there and comparable with the greatest sports achievements of all time.
But Moonlight Buttress was yesterday for Alex Honnold, who's already looking for the next big solo climb. Looming above California's Yosemite Valley, the iconic 2,000-foot wall of Half Dome is a far bigger prize.
I knew that Half Dome would be a huge step, miles harder than Moonlight.
Getting psyched up for the free solo challenge of his lifetime, Alex heads to the place where his climbing adventures began.
We're at my mom's house, my childhood home.
I'm Alex Honnold's mom. Yes, I worried about him, but I soon learned that he is very controlled. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows what he can do, what he's capable of. You can't worry all the time. You get to a point where you just have to let that go. There is no life other than climbing, really, in Alex's world. But he reads voraciously.
Yosemite National Park is home to some of the world's most legendary rock formations. Until now, climbers have never dared to go free solo on these huge walls, which normally require days to climb, and always ropes as a lifeline thousands of feet off the ground.
Half Dome is 2,000 feet high. It's one of the biggest and steepest faces in Yosemite, and it was first climbed in 1957, and it was the first big wall ever climbed in the world.
I was on the first ascent of the northwest face, which we did in 5 days. And at that time, that was the leading premier climb in North America. If anyone had told me that someone would solo this route in a matter of a few hours, I'd have told you you're crazy. It's not possible.
You spend 2 hours walking up. You have this enormous wall looming over you. Possibly the bigger challenge is just getting mentally prepared. Looking up at this enormous wall, you just go for it. I like the simplicity of soloing. You don't have any gear on you, you don't have a partner, you move faster. You execute the entire wall perfectly. Climbing Half Dome took me 2 hours and 50 minutes, and it's hard to be completely focused and completely on your game for that long. Basically, when I'm soloing, You could say I'm in the zone. I have something that's protecting my head from thinking too much. And for whatever reason on Half Dome, found myself like 1,800 feet off the ground. I just had this like mini nervous breakdown. I'd never had anything quite like that happen before. It just all happened inside my head while I stood there for a few minutes. At some point in there, I just dealt with whatever was going on and then just climbed it. Once I made that move and was suddenly into the easier terrain, it was fantastic. And I just charged the summit.